Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pittsylvania County Planning Commission meeting, November the 7th, 2019. We'll go to roll call. Ms. Hennison.
Present.
Ms. Meese.
Here.
Mr. Haymore.
Here.
Mr. Horn.
Here.
Mr. Stowe.
Here.
Dr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Dudley.
Present.
And myself. Let the record show 8 present, 0 absent. Will everyone please rise for a moment of silence and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Thank you. All citizens of the United States of America will join me in pledging allegiance to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. No one has signed up. Does anyone wish to address the commissioners on anything other than what's on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll have a motion for approval of the agenda.
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Motion by Mr. Haymore, second by Mr. Stowe. The agenda be approved as presented. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion's passed 8-4, 0 against. Approval of the minutes, October the 1st, 2019, as presented in the package.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Dudley, second by Mr. Horn. The minutes be approved as presented in the package. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion's passed 8-4, 0 against. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Dudley on being elected to the Board of Supervisors representing the Stanton River District.
Thank you. I appreciate
Looking forward to working with y'all in the coming year.
Amen.
And maybe you'll get pointed back to the board if Dr. Miller wants to give it up.
That's
Now,
right.
that's up to y'all. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them hash that out.
Also,
We'll
I'd like
see.
to welcome Ms. Haymore to the meeting. I understand that she is going to control Mr. Haymore tonight. Glad to have you with us. And, well, I understand we have also tonight Mr. Harper, who I will be probably appointed to represent Stanton River District on the board.
That's right.
Planning Commission coming 2000. Welcome.
He's my guy. He's a good guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, pursuant to Article 5, Division 7 of the Pittsylvania County zoning ordinance, we, the Planning Commission, have been empowered to hear and decide specific applications in support of said ordinance and to make recommendations to the Board of Supervisors or the Board of Zoning Appeals. In accomplishing this important task, we are charged with promoting the health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of Pittsylvania County. We must ensure that all our decisions and recommendations be directed to these goals and that each be consistent with the environment, comprehensive plan, and the best interests of Pittsylvania County, its citizens, and posterity. Anyone here to speak to the board regarding zoning cases will be limited to 3 minutes. At 7:04, case R 19-032 is open to public hearing. Ms. Hayes.
Case R-19-032, Sarah Smith has petitioned to rezone .213 of an acre located on Cascade Road in the Tunstall Election District from A1 Agricultural District to R1 Residential Suburban Subdivision District to combine with the adjacent parcel of land zoned R1. Once the property is rezoned to R1, all uses listed under Section 35222 are permitted. The staff summary is enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Mrs. Smith is here to represent the petition.
Ms. Smith, will you come forward, please? Good evening and welcome. Do you have anything you'd like to present to the commissioners other than what Ms. Hayes has already stated to us?
No, we've done the facts and everything, we just wish to have the lands joined together and,
Any questions from Ms. Smith or Mr. Smith? No one has signed up for this. Does anyone here did not have opportunity to sign up, you wish to address us on this case? Thank y'all. At 7:05, case R19-032 is closed to public hearing. Mr. Stokes.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we recommend this request to the Board of Supervisors.
Motion by Mr. Stowe is second.
I second, Mr. Chairman.
Second by Mr. Haymore. Any questions? If not, Ms. Hayes, will you call the roll?
Mr. Motley?
Yes.
Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Stowe?
Yes.
Ms. Meese?
Yes.
Ms. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Haymore?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Dr. Miller?
Yes.
Case R19-032 by a vote of 8-4, 0 against, recommend to the Board of Supervisors the zoning be changed from A1 to R1. At 7:06, case S19-013 is open to public hearing. Ms. Hayes.
Case S19-013, Caden Energy Axton has petitioned for a special use permit on 365 acres. 130 of those acres will be used located on Centerville Road in the Tunstall Election District for a utility scale solar facility. The staff summary is enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, John Ragone is here to represent the petition.
Mr. Ragon, will you come forward, please? You have something you'd like to present to the commissioners other than what Ms. Hayes has already presented to us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate it. My name is John Ragone. I'm from Goochland, Virginia. Represent Caden Energix, which is a company that's based 10 projects we're developing in Virginia. It's a joint venture between a U.S. company and an Israeli technology firm. I'm working on probably 3 or 4 of the projects in Virginia, and there's another gentleman that's working on the rest of them. So I appreciate your time tonight. This project it spans between Henry County and Pittsylvania County. I have a big map. I'm not sure you can see it. I was going to see if it's okay, if it's not in your package, to maybe give you a better map. If you can read it. I'm just trying to show you.
Mr. Stowe said we don't need it.
You don't need it?
No,
Okay.
We got what we
We
need.
Okay.
have what's.
So the portion that's in Pittsylvania County, most of the neighbors are on Splendor Gate. We stopped by and knocked on doors and tried to get some feedback. Didn't really get much feedback except for a few folks that are selling their homes, and we're working with them to see how we can help on that. Nothing agreed to yet. But most of the homes there are about 2,000 feet from the line where the solar panels will be. We've walked back there, and it's somewhat, the topography goes up the hill, and there's some pines, so we don't think there'll be a visual impact from those people, but we're open to working with anybody that has a concern. I think Ms. Hayes got everything correct in the summary, but I'm here to answer any questions. I don't want to keep talking if there's things I'm not covering that you need to speak about.
Mr. Rangone, you talking about the other folks from Splendid Gate? That's a subdivision up there, am I correct?
Yes, sir. It's a long road with 2 spurs at the bottom that turn towards the where the proposed facility would be.
Yes, sir. And that area, how far away did you say that was going to be from?
I got 2,350 feet from most of those homes, except for there's 2 spurs. I don't have the names, but there's one gentleman that's probably 850 feet from the panel.
Yes.
Not to the property line, but to where the panels start. And again, behind his house, when you walk through there, there's a big hill, and then there's pines at the top. So the topography, you wouldn't see from where he is, you wouldn't see it, but he's got a legitimate claim. He's trying to sell his house, and if there's a solar facility being built, a potential buyer might have some concerns. And then there's
Mr. Ragon, according to our map, most of this is landlocked anyway, wouldn't it? When
Yes, sir.
People,
Yeah, it is.
in order for them to even come see it, they're gonna have to be trespassing on the Williams
That's
property.
right. I had to ask everybody's permission to go through there, and it was very tough for me to get up to the ridge to see it.
Right.
But I agree with you, but it's their property. We wanna-
You have, met, talked with Mr. Sides about the, regulations, everything the county has as far as the bond.
Yes, sir.
The issue
So-
about, and it has to be renewed, I think Mr. Sides said every 5 years.
Yes, sir,
It
that's
has to
correct.
be renewed and upgraded. Is that correct? If it, the cost of living or so, if the cost goes up?
That is correct, Mr. Chairman, and that information is included in the proposed SUP conditions for utility scale projects. It's in your packet, and we would expect tonight, if there's a motion, that the motion would approve attaching those proposed conditions,
That's
or
it.
recommending those conditions to the BZA.
Right, that's what's here in the package, 17 of them, I believe.
That's
That is
correct.
correct.
That is correct.
Just one more point. We looked at what others have proposed and what the county's agreed to, and we accepted those and proposed them back that we'd accept them.
With that distance, is it gonna require any kind of hedge or shrub or anything like some?
We're gonna put some trees
Okay,
anyway.
okay.
Yeah, because you never know,
As long as they ain't 2 foot, we're good. Start at 5 and go up.
right,
Yeah,
right. I think we proposed 6-foot
Okay.
Lelands, but we're open to
very good.
whatever.
Yes, we do. We require 4 to 6
That's-
feet
that's right.
at planning.
Good.
Good. That's what I was interested in.
And the custodial work of maintaining the fence, keeping the growth off the fences and everything. Is
Yeah,
that-
so we'll have
that's it.
somebody locally do that every week. Most of these things are automated with cameras, so if somebody jumps the fence, we'll know it. If somebody starts breaking panels, we'll know it. But the maintenance, current thinking on these solar plants is you let the grass grow up a little bit, but every week you have somebody going around and checking on things, make sure it doesn't get too overgrown.
Any other questions? You have anything else you'd like?
No, sir.
No one is signed up. So before you sit down, anyone here came in late, did not have opportunity to sign up, wish to address this case? Thank you, sir. At 7:12, case S 19-013 is closed to public hearing. Mr. Stokes.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion that, we approve this request, send it to the supervisor, with these other restrictions in there.
Right, with the,
BZA, right?
this is
Correct.
to the
Right.
BCA,
Okay.
with the SUP conditions.
Yeah,
be-
conditions be included in there. You have to have a helicopter to practically get to it. From what I've seen. But anyway, it's some, local, just farm roads going down through that. You can get the part that's in Pittsylvania County. The other part that's in the county. I would make a motion to suppose this, stop this request.
Second that motion.
Motion by, Mr. Stowe, second by Mr. Horn, to recommend to the Board of Zoning Appeals for a special use permit for a utility scale solar energy facility. Any more discussions? If not, Ms. Hayes, will you call the roll for?
And that would be with the 17.
With,
Yes.
right, with the-
Yes.
Mr. Motley?
Yes.
Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Stowe?
Yes.
Ms. Meese?
Yes.
Ms. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Haymore?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Dr. Miller?
Yes.
Case S 19-013 by a vote of 8-4-0 against. Recommend to the Board of Zoning Appeals that they issue a special use permit for a utility scale solar energy facility. At 7:14, case S 19-014 is open to public hearing. Ms. Hayes.
Case S 19-014, Whitehorn Solar LLC has petitioned for an addendum to their existing special use permit to add 2 parcels totaling 9.75 acres located on and off Taylor's Mill Road and East Gretna Road in the Bannister and Callens Gretna election districts to meet the required setbacks. The staff summary is enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Ben Latimer is here to represent the petition.
Mr. Lattimore? Good evening, welcome. You have anything you'd like to present to us on what Ms. Hayes is?
I prepared a little map. I can show you where the parcels are. You all are probably familiar with the project, the Gretna Solar project that was approved in June. And we have two more parcels that we want to add. One little parcel, that's the overall project. One little parcel we want to add sits right up here. I'm not gonna lie, we had planned with that parcel from the beginning, but the surveyor found out that it's actually a separate parcel. We thought it's part of the larger lot. That's why it was not included in the original application. And then we wanna add a little sliver of land here on Taylor's Mill Road, abutting previously permitted project parcels down here, just to increase the row spacing a little bit, prevent shading from the parcel, while still applying the setbacks and improving the stormwater measures a little bit. Overall, as Mrs. Hayes said, it's about 10 acres, adding to about 700 acres that have been permitted in June.
Any questions? You have anything else you would like to present to us?
I have another map, but I think I'm good. If you don't have any more questions, I don't want to take up more of
No
the
one
time.
is signed up to speak on this. Does anyone come in late wish to address the commissioners on this case? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
716, case S19-014 is closed to public hearing.
Mr. Chairman?
Dr. Miller.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
In case S-19-014, I'd like to recommend approval to the board, to the BZA of this request.
I'll
Do I-
second the motion.
Do I have to do it, since it's Bannister, Callens, Gretna, I have to?
You want a second? You want
She
a
can
second?
Oh, I can
motion?
second it,
Take
yes,
mine.
I'm very much for it, thank you.
Motion by Dr. Miller, second by Ms. Meese, to recommend to the Board of Zoning Appeals that a special use permit for a utility scale solar facility, energy facility addendum be approved. Is any discussions? If not, Ms. Hayes.
And that would also be
With the SUP.
with the 17 conditions as recommended?
Right.
Dr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Mr. Haymore?
Yes.
Ms. Henderson?
Yes.
Ms. Meese?
Yes.
Mr. Stowe?
Yes.
Mr. Dudley?
Yes.
Mr. Motley?
Yes.
8.
Case S19-014 by a vote of 8-4-0 against. Recommend to the Board of Zoning Appeals that they reissue a special use permit for a utility scale solar energy facility addendum. That concludes the public hearing. Any old business, Ms. Hayes or Mr. Sides?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I mentioned, it came up about the size of the shrubs again, so take the opportunity to let you know that after the last meeting, I did reach out to Turning Point Energy that did the project in Kentucky.
Okay.
Sent them a letter saying that they don't meet the required screening standards. They have since been in town. Ms. Hayes and myself met with the company, and they have agreed in writing to go back and replant the shrubs, to plant a staggered row. Back when they did that, it was a single row. That's all we required. Now they're gonna go back with a staggered row, and they realized that they didn't have a good survival rate with the shrubs that were planted there, so they're looking at a different variety. So I just want to let you know they've been very responsive, and hopefully we'll get some improvement out there.
Very good.
Thank you.
And they're gonna be 4 to
Appreciate that,
6
Greg.
feet.
Yes.
They're planting larger ones.
That's good.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Any new business?
How many cases you got next month?
We have 2 next month in the Dan River District.
What'd you say?
2.
Okay. I had somebody in my ear right here. Right now.
I'd already told you that.
I wish everyone a
Mr.
happy
Chairman, excuse me, Mr.
Thanksgiving. Hope
Chairman.
you enjoy your family.
Mr. Chairman, I have a
Skip it.
new business item. I'm not completely sure how much it's news or whatever, but I want to make sure that Planning Commission is aware that Ms. Hayes recently completed the training program and the examination program to become a Virginia Certified Zoning Administrator. It's a big accomplishment on
That's
her
what I was
part,
gonna
and it's a
say.
good benefit to Pennsylvania County to have a certified zoning administrator.
And I'm sure that came with a great big raise.
That's what I'm
right?
talking about.
Actually, it came with a little raise.
With a new supervisor. and
That's right,
everything.
yeah.
No, I wish everybody a happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I hope you
Thank
enjoy
you.
your family and a delicious meal. And at 7:20, meeting's adjourned.